everybody. Smoot Madison here with 31 Days to Wise. We are on day 9. Day 9. And today's message is embrace correction. Embrace correction. That's a part of wisdom living, is to be able to receive and be at peace with correction, no matter where it's coming from. So Proverbs 9:7 says, whoever corrects a mocker invites insult. Whoever rebukes a wicked man incurs abuse. Do not rebuke a mocker or he will hate you. Rebuke a wise man and he will love you. Instruct a wise man and he will be wiser. Teach a righteous man and he will add to his learning. So these verses show the difference between a wise person and how they respond to correction, and an unwise person and how they respond to correction. A wise person's response to correction is gratitude, appreciation, love, because they know how valuable correction is. A person that is unwise hates correction, and they will hate you if you correct them or try to correct them. They won't want to hear it at all. They won't want to hear it. But a wise person they invite correction in. They invite constructive criticism in. No matter how hard it feels, no matter how it's hard, it's not easy, it's not comfortable to have someone correct you or have someone criticize you. It's never comfortable. It doesn't feel good at all to have someone correct you. But it's good for you. It puts you on the right path. It shows you errors in your ways. It shows you how you can improve and get better. A wise person is constantly seeking to be better. It's constantly seeking to get better in every area of their life. So a wise person will always be open and receptive to criticism and correction. You want to have the opportunity to course correct. I don't want to continue doing something that doesn't make me look good. But an unwise person, if you try to tell them anything about themselves, anything about what they've done wrong, they don't want to hear it. They shut down. They get an attitude. They deflect. An unwise person will always spin it around. It's not on them. They don't take responsibility for themselves. They don't take responsibility for their actions or their words. So it's always somebody else's fault. These are people that you cannot correct. They will just continue to walk around foolish and simple. And simple is the word that the Bible uses. Don't be mad at me, y'all. Don't be mad at me. I'm just, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just relaying what the Bible said. The Bible called them simple. A major part of growth is the ability to self-reflect. And self-reflection is a 2-step process. Step 1 is to be able to look within yourself. That's the first part of self-reflection, is to be able to look within yourself and identify your own issues, identify your own errors and wrongness. Like, you should feel convicted if you say something out of pocket. And be like, you know what? I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said that. That's not okay. That's not okay. That's a person that is wise and is self-reflective, is that they can immediately identify their errors and say, you know what, I shouldn't have did that. That probably wasn't good. I shouldn't have did that. I shouldn't have sent that email. I shouldn't have stirred up that issue. I shouldn't have gossiped about them. That was, you know what, that was wrong. I shouldn't have did that. And you course correct. You immediately feel convicted about what you did or what you said, and you remedy it. You course correct. You fix the situation. You apologize to who you need to apologize to. You say, you know what, I'm sorry. I really shouldn't have said that. That was way out of pocket. I'm sorry. Those are the kind of people you want to be around, because they are willing to grow. They are willing to grow. If you are not convicted on your own stuff, you got some work to do. Or if you know people, you got people around you that they can say anything. Like they will verbally assault you any kind of way, send you to hell and back with their verbal assaults, and they won't feel any kind of wrongness about it. They won't feel bad. They won't feel any remorse. They won't feel any recourse. They don't care about the consequences. Like, they don't care. And you can never get them to apologize about anything. Those are people you need to create some distance. You don't want those kind of people around you. And if you are that person, you need to figure out how you can do better to be self-reflective and course correct. Because I always say, if you don't correct yourself, God will correct you. And you don't want God's correction. God's correction is going to be even harder and even harsher. The second part of self-reflection is just, what I talked about earlier, is being able to allow other people to tell you when you're wrong. It's to be open to it and receptive to it. It's to be okay when somebody pulls you to the side and says, hey, I think you might have been a little wrong in this situation. And you don't get mad about it. You don't go off on them for trying to correct you. That's the second part of self-reflection. Both of those are necessary in embracing correction. Both of those are necessary for you to have the ability to identify your errors yourself, and then for you to also be receptive and open to other people's correction, to other people letting you know when you've said something in error or done something in error. We all do. We all have those times, including myself. Like, there are times when I'll say something and I'll immediately be like, you know what? That probably wasn't the right thing to say. This can be in work. This can be in your marriage. This can be to your kids. Ooh, let's talk about how you talk to your kids. And I'm not saying kids don't deserve it sometimes. But wisdom makes you tame your tongue. When you operate in wisdom, you don't just say, you just don't verbally spew out evil, right? Even if you feel like it. Wisdom grounds you and says, you know what? I'm going to be quiet in the moment, because I feel like whatever I say is not going to be nice. So I'm going to actually I'm going to take a moment of silence. before I say, before I say anything. That's what wisdom does. You're careful about what you do and what you say. So again, that's day 9, y'all. The message is embrace correction. Embrace correction. I've had some instances in life where God has had to course correct me. He's had to correct me. And it didn't feel good. It didn't feel good. And you know when it's God's correction, because it's like, ooh, oh man. Okay, God, I'm sorry. Ding. I feel it. I felt that one. You just really, and God's correction can be public. You know what I mean? I would rather correct myself in private and own up to my stuff to whoever I need to own up to, or even have somebody else pull me to the side and say, hey, what you just did and what you just said was not right. You need to make that right. Than for God's correction to publicly embarrass me, because it could. And I'm not saying that that's how it will be all the time. Because again, if you invite God in, if you open yourself up to him and say, God, please show me when I'm wrong, he'll do that. God will show you in private, in your private conversations. He will convict you in spirit and show you when you're wrong. But all right, so again, day 9, embrace correction. Thank y'all for hanging in there with me. And I'll see you back here tomorrow for day 10. Day 10. We're moving through these days so quickly, and I hope that you have taken away some very valuable messages and practical messages that you can just start to incorporate into your daily lives. All right. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.